Now, Americans are really not happy with Donald Trump over that strike when he strike Iran, right? And by Americans, I'm not talking only citizens. I'm talking including lawmakers, members of Congress. They are seriously not happy with him. Why? They say no, inform Congress before he make that move. And he cannot take that kind of move without informing Congress according to the Constitution of the United States. May I bring them down to Nigerian standards so that we go understand that. For Tinubu to go war against any country, he must tell Senate, which is our National Assembly. If Senate no agree, he cannot go. What Donald Trump did was that he took the move without informing them, and is claiming that it was an urgent issue, so enough you wait for the time to inform them, right? Because the matter is a case of emergency. Let me show you this new video first. A lot of people are protesting in America. They say make come on hand from Iran case. Watch this. US lawmakers and citizens are outraged over Trump's decision to bomb Iran without prior approval from Congress. Huh? Did you hear them? Hands off Iran. Bernie Sanders says the president's actions are grossly unconstitutional.
Not only is this news that I've just heard, the second alarming that all of you have just heard, but it is so grossly unconstitutional. All of you know that the only entity that can take this country to war is the U.S. Congress. The president does not have the right.
I agree. There's actually no more. Some politicians welcome the strikes, but many more condemn Donald Trump, including Republicans who believe these promises to avoid foreign entanglement. Longtime Trump supporter Candace Owens called these actions utterly deranged. Republican Representative Thomas Massey says strikes were not constitutional. He introduced a resolution last week aiming to block any U.S. attack on Iran, unless the U.S. Congress formally authorized it. Senior Democrat says Trump's actions are grounds for impeachment and that he misled the public about his intentions.
While President Trump was elected on a platform of putting an end to America's costly involvement of forever wars in our part of the world, he has betrayed not only Iran by abusing our commitment to diplomacy, but also deceived his own voters by submitting to the wishes of a wanted war criminal who has grown accustomed to exploiting the lives and wealth of American citizens to further the Israeli regime's objectives.
Just hours before the U.S. attacked Iran, protesters chanted anti-war slogans to plead with the government to refrain from military actions against Iran. You see, Trump wants to make it look like the matter is an emergency, so he had to move, but it's not. The kind of strike when America carried on Iran is not something that just happened overnight. They took weeks, if not months, to plan it. Let me explain. They wanted to use the State bomber aircraft, right, to carry the bunker bomber bombs, right? One of that aircraft can only carry 2 bombs because it is very heavy, right? So do you know what they did? They deployed 7 aircraft to carry 14 bombs. Now, they did not just deploy 7 aircraft. They first of all use a decoy. What do we call a decoy? They deceive Iran. They confuse them. They first sent some fighter jets to fly west. As those ones take off, fly west, hours later, now another 7 left way go east. Now, they did not just go east, they flew 37 hours non-stop. They had to be refueling those jets on the air. That is not something you decide in 2 days. That takes weeks of planning, if not months. They had to be refueling those jets on the air. Now, when they even entered Iran airspace undetected, that is, Iran could not detect that these jets don't enter their airspace, they now sent out some other aircraft. Those ones got take off with speed, just to deceive Iran and say, okay, now normal aircraft they carry can no say the main state bomber don't they up, don't position. This took a long time to plan. So why did you not carry Congress along? It's because you know that Congress will not approve of it. And you wanted to take that move by all means. All this noise, it's impeachable. They cannot impeach. The process to impeach a president is too long. But he has really not followed due process in taking the strikes. 125 aircraft now they use for the strike. 125. You know. Now the Congress is going to try to make sure that it does not have the power to do another one again. But it does first do what you want to do. And I'm suspecting that those strikes really affected those nuclear weapons that Iran has. All those ones say Iran, they say nothing was affected, a lie. But let's see how it goes. If Congress are just going to let it go, or if they are going to make serious move against him, because both the party people and the opposition party are not really supporting him. Some are supporting him, but a lot more are not supporting him.